an initiative by Industry Live, the third South India edition of the Food Connoisseurs India Convention 2026 unfolded at the Royal Orchid Resort and Convention Centre, Yelahanka, Bengaluru on 4th and 5th February. A dynamic blend of an electrifying conference, a vibrant expo, and a prestigious award ceremony, the event stood out as a true industry celebration. Featuring 80 plus eminent speakers across 15 plus engaging sessions, the convention delivered impactful keynotes and spirited panel discussions. From transforming the HoReCa ecosystem and spotlighting culinary tourism to navigating food tech advancements, future-ready menus, and strategies for building successful F&B ventures, every critical theme was explored. With 3,000 plus leading chefs, restaurateurs, investors, and hospitality professionals in attendance, the platform became a powerful hub for collaboration, innovation, and high-value networking.
What's the opportunity? It's about 4 trillion economy, right? If you look at that, the global food business, it's a 4 trillion economy. Now, Indian cuisine, it's topping in top 5 in the world. But if you look at that, the spread of Indian restaurants, whether it's in Europe or North America or any other place, it's not less than 4%, right? So what are we doing? We have a lot of chance to take our cuisine in a different level.
In India, flexibility means mastering the most complex and price-sensitive palate. Don't just ship a brand across the ocean. Translate it so the consumer can feel the emotion. Your fixed elements are your soul, your speed, your safety, your core brand promise. These never move, but your flexible elements are where the profit lives.
They are not just old brands doing business, but they are the ones which are carrying memories. They have been carrying the tradition and culture across the city, across the people from all walks of life, giving an experience for them so that they have an experience to carry out the memories and the identity and the culture that has been passed on to generation to generation. We at Vidyarthi Bhavan, if I tell, the legacy has not happened overnight.
Beer making is a craft. It's an art. You need quality ingredients, you need quality equipment, and most of all, you need a quality brewer. As you see, the industry has grown tremendously in the last few years, and everyone wants to up their game, wants to do great beers. That's why the demand of good brewers is always there.
One thing we understood is let us scale locally first, and Bangalore was growing. So we invested back-end people, systems, tech. All of that helped us scale in Bangalore first, make it more successful. Today, we have many IP control products, which comes out of Central of Excellence. So those products are IP controlled in a way, the conversion that happened at the outlet, whether I'm in setting up a restaurant here in Colombo or let it be in Europe, it's far easier for me today to give the outcome of the food.
Our investors in the private equity fund will not invest in any company which is a polluting company. So for us, sustainability is one of the lens under which we look at every business. Is the business aware and conscious that they have to have the best practice in ESG, environment, sustenance, and governance? So this is a very important lens. So if any of you want funding, please don't ignore this, because this is going to be a red flag because of which you may not get investment. So sustainability is very important.
We look at tech as an enabler, and we have always tried to use technology to enable our back-end operations, kitchen operations, as well as how we can service the customers. I still remember way back in 2013, we were the first company where you could tweet an order. So if you would say hashtag chicken tikka wrap, we would ensure that it gets delivered to you. And we had devised a hacky solution with Twitter so that we could have your address, etc.
If I was a beginning as an entrepreneur and I was deciding what tech I wanted in my operation, certainly getting a full stack ERP that covers everything in supply chain to POS and et cetera, a good one is a good investment. You know, another thing that we use is an IVR, where the phone number, you can see who all called, so you have the phone number database. We have an LMS, an app for learning, which is not very expensive, and now we're using AI to generate really exciting content for training in that.
India didn't have red chilies or tomatoes. Think of South Indian food without a red chili in it, or think of South Indian food without tomato. Would you do rasam? At the moment, what is scary is a little concerning. Over time is actually going to get accepted. So tradition would have been what people did at that time when they were doing a recipe, and over time it starts getting reinvented. And India, as general, has always been a place which we've taken cuisines from all over the world and then adapted it. Like, for instance, when the Bodhisattva monks came all the way from their tour, if you actually see, a lot of steaming culture came in.
Our ancestors always believed in principles, not in recipes. The principle of how, in what season, what should be eaten, when, what is eaten, and what to be served to a person. For example, our core principle of cooking is dependent on Ayurveda. Ayurveda is such an old system of medicine which tells you everything. Each ingredient has a role to play. A lot of Westerners came to India, one particular spice, that was black pepper. Black pepper was costlier than gold. That's why they traveled to India for that one spice.
India is a very, very special market. It's a very unique market. And I see so many customization in terms of pricing, in terms of the menu lineup, in terms of the marketing that's adopted to the Indian market. And I think a lot of global brands have no choice but to adopt because it's such a huge market.
The current scenario where South India is overtaking rest of India, we're actually not influenced by Goa, Delhi or Bombay. We're not taking anything from there, but we are creating our own niche. South India is emerging now. You take a number of outlets mushrooming in Tamil Nadu, which was a little laid back. It's emerging, and every F&B outlet is rocking actually. If it is a food, even a 100-seater is doing crazy numbers. So this boom which is there, this is going to stay until 2030. There's a major transformation which will happen in our hospitality industry.
Now after the show kitchen, the chefs are in the front of the house and they are driving the business. If you see many of the restaurants, they are run by chef or by their name or by their creativity that they do. As you said, now the next trend is cloud kitchen. So now the chefs are invisible, but they are creating wonders in the factories.
The Food Connoisseurs India Awards unfolded as a magnificent recognition of the vision, dedication and excellence that power the Horeca fraternity. Over 200 prestigious accolades were conferred at a spectacular ceremony attended by 600 plus top chefs, prominent media luminaries, restaurateurs, F&B professionals and influential hospitality leaders, making it an evening of prestige, pride and celebration.
So I'm a fourth generation dairy entrepreneur. My company was started way back in 1940, Arna Dairy. It was formerly known as Pankaj Dairy Farm. This dairy was started in the cantonment area of Bangalore, where my great-grandfather was serving milk to the British residents of cantonment area of that time. Now, fast forward 86 years later, we're procuring milk from close to 17,000 farmers across Karnataka. So we're coming up with experience centers across Bangalore, with the first one opening in the next 35 days. It's a 9,000 square feet experience centers where we can give customers a taste of what happens in the farm, what happens in the logistics, how the milk is processed, and how we can curate that process into desserts, ice creams, fresh fruit bowls, smoothies, an entire transition from the procurement to how it's converted into world-class dishes.
I started first at Koramangala, such a small unit, with a glass of water like size. Today it has become like an ocean. So I didn't expect. So it is all the blessings of Almighty. It did well, and I started by name Meghna Foods in 2006-07. Almost 20-year journey is over. How I have spent 20 years in this hotel industry, it's really an amazing experience, vast, big experience. I cannot express, it's a big experience.
Paradise Biryani does not need any introduction. It's a lip-smacking, desirable dish from Hyderabad.
We stayed true to the ingredients, to the core of the product, to the core of the promise with which we started the brand. Eventually, it started to become legacy and representation of Hyderabad city. Consistency of products, that promise towards the authentic ingredient, that process right from sourcing of ingredients to marination, to supply chain to the stores, to cooking process at the stores. A lot has gone behind it. On a plate in Bangalore, when you taste our biryani, it tastes same what you taste in Secunderabad. This process starts to break. So hence we move to a hub and spoke model, and where the core of the marination is controlled centrally. It is controlled at our central commissary, central manufacturing unit, and the final processing and cooking of biryani happens at the store.
So I own few brands like Flow, which is a nightclub, which is on Church Street. There's other brand called CVD, which is Central Bar District. It's a neighborhood bar. That's also on Church Street again. And we have one more outlet in Indiranagar, Old Airport Road. And we have QSR brands like Rasai, Curry Express, Bento Lab, Cafe del Sol, and also Chat Chatore. These are portfolio as of now. So we try to build something very much neighborhood where your food speaks completely local food, local cuisine throughout India. It's not one regional cuisine. What we are trying to do, it is throughout India. Let's say we have some dishes like aloo made of gunpowder potato, and basic your chole kulcha, which might be very simple to hear, but there's a lot of science behind what we wanted to do there. So this is what we have thought, and some cocktails, which is again made of buttermilk, made of coffee, made of tea.
Hi, I'm Chef Rajmani Upadhyay. I run a company called Concept Canvas, a one-stop hospitality consulting solutions where we launch a restaurant from scratch to end. Yeah, as of now, we have launched more than 40 to 45 outlet pan-India based. Just this month, we have newly launched 2 properties. One is in Bangalore, Aranagar, one is in Mumbai. So what exactly doing is Concept Canvas. We're launching many more projects, many more F&B outlets. We're helping hotels, we're helping restaurants, breweries, resto bars right now. Hospitality, what we can see, because last 2 years we have launched more than around 12 to 15 outlets in terms of pure veg cuisine. So we can see the most of the outlet is happening in the pure veg cuisine, a QSR segment. Or if you're talking about fine dine also, a lot of people are preferring to go with your purely veg fine dine cuisines and all that right now.
Day one, our mission has been very simply to upgrade the quality of coffee in India and promote businesses and entrepreneurs who want to build a business around coffee. So we call ourselves the partners for your coffee business. The hero is the coffee entrepreneur, but we want to be the guide. We want to be the ones who are helping coffee businesses upgrade themselves. So that's what we do, and our mission remains the same for the last 20 years. And I'm very proud to lead a team of committed professionals.
That the grape variety that grower use and can thrive well in Indian soil, considering the tropical climate, with the heavy monsoon are the same that you find in other parts of the world. So we talk about Chenin Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Shiraz, and Sauvignon Blanc. But of course, the expression of this grape variety in this particular climate and soil are a little different. The main challenge here is the monsoon. We always talk about terroir in Europe. What defines Indian terroir is not the climate, but the altitude. It's very important for us to choose location where there is some slopes that allow the water to drain, and also the weather to cool down during the night.
I am Vinayak. I'm the founder of and chef of the Flower Affair Bangalore. So we are the brand basically stands as a micro bakery. We're located in New Biel Road. We focus a lot on sourdough breads and croissants, or a variety of croissants. We make a variety of bread because our base is sourdough. I would say around 10 to 12 varieties of breads. We focus a lot organically, on growing organically. You wouldn't see us a lot of ads on Instagram and things like that. So yes, we would love to grow. We'd love to have a few more outlets, firstly in Bangalore and then maybe expand.
My name is Sunil Rajankar, and I run a service called Gold Line Catering that operates out of Chennai. We've been in this business for 33 years. So I have my clients in two segments. One is the corporate client. A corporate client has a requirement for conferences, for their annual days, sports events, and things like that. That is one segment of my client. The other segment is the domestic client, who is basically either having a party or celebrating anything. Could be a wedding, could be an anniversary, a birthday, or any such thing. These are the two segments of my client.
We are from Kerala. We started a restaurant in 2017 in Chennai. It was my ambition. Actually, I started my career in 1998 in Chennai as a small worker in the restaurant. And me also started 8 years back. After 26 experience, I started my own places. We have banquet and rooms also. More than 300 people can sit accommodated for banquet down, and 35 luxurious room. It's a star category hotel near airport in Chennai. And we are specialized in Arabian grills and barbecue, and Arabian tawa kebabs and biryani, seafood. Especially we are in seafood, and many more. Kondi, Indian, Chinese, tandoori. Many things we are serving. And desserts also we are serving.
Right time for me to, get into the food business. That was always my dream. Our vision is to get into the, bottling, of beers. But we thought, okay, let's start with a beer and a restaurant. So that's how the thought of Kling Brewery came in, and that's how we started in 2023. Challenging, but at the same time, really, satisfaction, a lot of satisfaction. The AI will come in and, all this technology would enhance your, operations, but I think end of the day, it's a human touch, which really matters.
We are expanding very soon. We are famous for our roast chicken. We are famous for many different items on our menu right now. We have different kind of pizzas, we have pastas, we have a lot of different things. So far, as we know, we have 2 stores right now, and we are looking to expand very soon in Bangalore as well as South India. Fried chicken and roast chicken, these are 2 different things. Okay, they look similar. The tastes are nowhere similar. So fried chicken is basically, you can get it anywhere. Any small restaurant, big restaurant can sell it. Okay, the investments are less, the procedures are less, the recipe is easy. When it comes to roast chicken, the machine itself that we use is different. It's called a pressure fried chicken. Recipes are different, the marination is different, and the outlook is different. That's something one of our customers actually came and told us, that the only place that the grandfather, the father, the mother, the kids, the nephews, all can come and enjoy is at Bros Khan.
I'm professionally a chef. And since 1982, I've been in this industry as a chef. That is where I decided that Bangalore was booming with new restaurants. So the whole thought process was architects know about the interiors of the places that they want to do, but they are not aware about the back-end solutions, like how to design a kitchen, what all equipments are needed for a particular menu that you're going to design. So that is where I decided and quit and started my consultancy firm called Chefs at Work. So we provide a total backend solutions to our to our clients.
Hi, my name is Richa Sinha and I'm representing Birbal Darbar. So, we are a North Indian restaurant in Bangalore serving authentic North Indian food from past 23 years, and we have 8 outlets across the city. Like, you had darshanis. You were even getting North Indian food in these darshanis. Dishes from all parts of India, like different cities of India on our menu. So when people come, they connect to their roots, they get the authentic North Indian taste that they're looking for.
So the Gabbar, if you see, the Gabbar in itself is like iconic villain of our Bollywood. Everybody almost knows of our generation who Gabbar is. They can expect warm welcome, hot, freshly brewed tea, and menu that is curated to remind them of their childhood or the place they have visited.
My full name is Rajesh Bhatia, a true Bangalorean by birth, love the city, born and brought up here. And what should I say about myself? Spent almost 10 years in the US, traveled the world, thought I'll bring the world food to Bangalore actually. It kind of relates to spirituality. A human is like a tree. He keeps growing, keeps branching out. And that's what the Dreaming Tree is all about. And we got some of the amazing cuisines. They spread all the way from Thailand all the way to Mexico. So that's my vegetarian cuisine with the best of ingredients, best of nature that can offer. And I got a great restaurant which is called the Dreaming Tree. It's totally natural. It's got a tree that's hanging right in the center, an inverted tree that's hanging right in the center of the restaurant. On a click of a button, my roof opens. And what should I say? That's the Dreaming Tree for you.
See you at the Food Connoisseurs India Convention West and National Editions.